think I have one that should suit you. That is, if you dare follow me. You will? Fine. Shall we go then? Ah, here we are at the door. Happy haunting.
Um, Whatever are we going to do now? Come on into the cool lounge. I'm gonna do show whether people are watching or not. I don't give up. I don't give up. I don't give up. Gotta do it anyway. 'Cause it's just what we do. But the good thing is that it is a spooky show today. It's all about your favorite holiday that's coming up next week. So everybody can watch the VOD on Halloween, because that's what it's going to be about. Sounds to make you shiver. I'm scared. That was the one that I had when I was a kid. Let's see what this one is. Ah! Whoa! Whoa! That's freaky. It's a fun time. It's one of our favorite holidays we're talking about today. That's right. That's right. Tell everyone to come watch a freaking cool stream. I'm trying. I don't want to force people to do something they don't want to do. No, it's Saturday. Everybody's busy, and that's what just goes down. You know, I had all kinds of chores to do today, and had all kinds of chores to do today. I was very busy, so I understand. And also had to do it. Also had to do the show a little bit early today, and I know there's all kinds of other streams going on that everyone likes to watch, and so I get it. It's fine. I don't, like I said before, I don't give up. I just don't. I'm here doing a show whether anybody's here or not. If a stream goes live on twitch.tv and no one's around to see it, is it really a stream? Well, in fact it is, and it's being recorded, so you can come back and watch it later. Whatever. Anyway, it's Saturday. It's time for me to do a stream. I can hear my voice echoing off the walls and the halls of the deep, dark recesses of the crazy web. Here doing another show. Got my laptop open. Got my iced coffee. I got creepy sounds and all kinds of stuff. And it's just time to do another one. Because it's a really freaking cool stream. We're back. We're doing another show. You know how it goes. You're here. You're hopefully watching. I see you got a few people chilling out, watching an ad for Chipotle. Oh, crap. I hope they're not doing ads. I hope they're not doing ads now. I told them specifically, no. I specifically told Jeff Bezos, no ads on the cool stream. We will not be doing that. We're supported by watchers and subscribers alike who have graciously contributed a few of their dollars per month to the show. So we appreciate those folks. We will not be doing any ads. We'll do some funny ads, I guess, some fake ads. Anyway, we're doing a show. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've got the creepy haunted house sound effects going while I'm doing this here intro. I don't really have much else to say but that. I'm ready to do it. I'm juiced and jazzed and ready to go. I got the iced coffee. And you've got your damn laptop open, ready to watch Zero, all that kind of stuff. Because it's the mother freaking cool stream. We're back and we're doing another show. Whoa! Wow. It's time to do another one. That's right, we're back again. It's been a little over a week, actually, which is kind of crazy. Usually I'm doing them one after another. And I don't really know where I was going with that, but had to do a show on Thursday, and then now I'm doing the show on Saturday. So that's a little bit about the scheduling that we got going on. It gets kind of crazy sometimes. We get off the schedule. Last week we did kind of a weird episode, but it was fun. And this one also will be fun. So welcome in to watching the show right now. We got the creepy cartoon jack-o'-lantern going because... Frick. Because, oh, it's a spooky show today. That's right. It's a special show all about our favorite holiday that's coming up, and it's the whole reason why we did... It's the whole reason why we've been doing all these spooky shows. Spooky Month is because of this great holiday that we all know and love. That's right, we're going to be talking about Halloween, aka All Hallows Eve. And it goes by a many number of names, and it's one of the scariest nights of the week. This week it's on a Thursday, but we're talking about Halloween on a Saturday because when you're an adult, you got to kind of take advantage of whatever weekend comes before Halloween. And if Halloween hits on the weekend, watch out. Let's see, next year, it's going to be on a freaking Friday. It's going to be insane. We're going to all be getting wasted in our crazy costumes. And I've already done my Halloween partying. It was a lot of fun. But I'm here again talking about all kinds of crazy, cool, weird stuff on the web. If you've never watched the show before, welcome. It would be kind of cool to get some new viewers in here. But we're glad for those few who are watching. We had a little scheduling snafu, so we're just kind of doing the show. Whatever. Watch it. Enjoy it. Love it. I'm here. I'm going to be talking about spooky stuff. Talking about Halloween. Last week we talked about these crazy crypto coins, and that was kind of weird. The Cool team put that one together, and they said this is guaranteed to be creepy. Wow. Hello to the Cool stream. Welcome, Kaylee. Thanks for jumping on. We need all the viewers we can get today because we picked a bad time to do the show. There's someone else streaming right now who's a lot of fun. Go check him out. Anyway, we're doing it about Halloween. We're going to get right into it. We don't give a... Like I said, I don't give a... Wow. Wow. We got a subscription here. J Chiz subscribed at Tier 1 for 5 months. He's here. Thanks for being here. Means a lot for people to watch the show while I'm just sitting here. So like I said, I'm doing it. No matter what. This is just what I do. Wow. Oh my gosh, we got Frog Stack. What? Frog Stack is up in here gifting these some damn subs. Thanks, Frog Stack, for gifting a Tier 1 sub to Tom Chain. It's their first gift stub. Thanks, Frog Stack. And welcome, Tom Chain. Now he's got a subscription. You can throw all those crazy emotes out there. You could throw some emotes down on any old stream that you want. That's kind of how it works over here on Twitch. Kaylee's going to be around for 20 minutes. All right. Manderson's here. We love it. 20 minutes. So let me get the good stuff out of the way. Now, you could save this one for later. You could bank this one, and on Halloween, you can have your big screen TV up, have the Cool stream blasting for the kids, getting their trick-or-treats, handing out the Snickers bar and the Reese's, and what are some other good candies? Maybe we'll talk about some candies, some different food. And, of course, when we talk about food, we got to play this guy.
Ooh, it's so good.
And so we're going to get right into it. Getting right into it. A little bit of history about Halloween. We got to talk about some of the stuff about it, where it came from. That's right. It came from the Celtic people of Ireland, the Celts. And over there, way back in the day when they started doing this crazy stuff, it was called Samhain. And it's spelled like this. And so you might be confused, but that's how it's pronounced. And I know this because I know all the Gaelic stuff. So they used to have millions of children and adults participating in the fun of Halloween. That's right. It's going to be next week, October 31st. Few on that night will be aware of its ancient Celtic roots in the Samhain festival. Samhain, one of those two. I said that I knew how to pronounce it. In Celtic Ireland, about 2,000 years ago, a couple millenniums ago, it was the division of the year between the lighter half, summer, and the darker half of winter. At Samhain, the division between This world and the other world was at its thinnest, allowing the spirits to pass through. Oh no, scary. Family's ancestors were honored and invited home, while its harmful spirits were warded off. People wore costumes and masks to disguise themselves as harmful spirits and thus avoid harm. Huh. It's kind of confusing. So if you were out there and someone was dressed up as a ghost, it might be the real thing. You never know. All right, Q from Space is here. Welcome in to the Cool Lounge. We're doing a show about Halloween. This is freaky. And I know on some of these other episodes we've talked about ghosts, and we've talked about some of the real deal spooky stuff, cryptids and all that. And on Halloween, it's people just dressing up as all that spooky stuff. It's not the real thing. Okay, so that's one thing to point out here. When we show ghosts and scary haunted houses, it's just people pretending to be scary. Just for a lot of fun. Okay? That's sort of my summation of what I think Halloween is. But it's an ancient tradition. Okay, so bonfires and food played a large part in the festivities, as they always do. You gotta have some food, some candies. The bones of slaughtered livestock, delicious. They were cast in a communal fire. Household fires were extinguished and started again from the bonfire. So this big bonfire, they were going around sharing the flames with each other. Wow. Pop Deluxe playing that Mr. Food. It's so good. Oh. Ball. Families, let's see, this harmful, scary, spooky stuff. Food was prepared for the living and the dead. Food for the ancestors who were in no position to eat it was ritually shared with the less well-off. Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good. And of course, Christianity comes along, old Jesus himself, and they incorporated honoring those dead folks on that particular day into the Christian calendar with All Saints. All Saints Day, All Hallows on November 1st, followed by All Souls on November 2nd. So you got 3 nights in a row. You can do your Halloween, Hallow Eve, All Hallows, and then All Souls. Wearing of costumes and masks to ward off harmful spirits survived as Halloween customs. And then, of course, it came here from the Irish when they immigrated to America. Great numbers during the 19th century, we know all about that. They carried their Halloween traditions to America, where it is today one of the major holidays of the year. Through time, other traditions have blended into Halloween. For example, the American harvest time tradition of carving pumpkins. And let's see, so I got some of these crazy landmarks here. They're a location of the Great Fire Festival, and we're not talking about that one that happened over in the islands in the Bahamas where all those influencers were scammed out of their money. No, we're talking about the big fire festival over in Ireland back about 2,000 years ago. And I guess they still do it to this day, pretty sure. I think I have a video about that. And of course, you have the Diwali festival, the Festival of Lights. It's about the same time, and it marks the Hindu New Year, just the same as Samhain marks the Celtic New Year. Could it be that Diwali and Samhain have a common root in antiquity? Perhaps it could be some of the Indo-Europeans. So if we won't get into all that, some ancient history, it's kind of interesting. Mark the end of the Celtic year, beginning of the new one. Let's see. So there's a lot more stuff to read about this. Samhain began being the Feast of the Dead can now be clearly seen as incorporating the cult of Dawn into its celebrations, but how they did so remains uncertain. The fires were in likelihood lit in honor of the sun god, here manifesting as Mag Ruith. That sounds like something from a crazy magic book or something. And it does get into a lot of pagan stuff, which we won't get into too much. Spiritus Samana. Let's see what this is. Irish film.
Halloween.
Halloween. It's the largest celebration in the world. Got some crazy costumes. This is present day. Some festivals, and how did it start? Well, we've already talked about it. We already know what happened. They got all the ancient cultures from back. They celebrated all the solstices and equinoxes and all that stuff. And that's kind of where it began. So there's some different lore. Samhain, or Samhain, means the end of summer. It's the third and final harvest. The dark winter half of the year commences on the 7th. Let's see. It's also known as the third harvest, Samana, Day of the Dead, Old Hallowmas. It's kind of cool. Vigil of Summon, Shadow Fest, also known as All Hallows Eve. All right. That's next week on October 31st. Go on down to your local grocery store, get a bag of candy, and these people in these crazy costumes start showing up to your door demanding some candy. And you're going to have to give it to them or else you're going to be in big trouble. The demons will get you. Let's see. Symbolism. Oh yeah, here we go. So they adopted it. Of course, Christianity, superstition, and misconception linked to the celebration by the early church led people to take some unusual precautions to protect themselves. They adopted the tradition of dressing in frightening costumes or disguises and displaying scary-looking jack-o'-lanterns to help protect themselves from spirits they considered to be evil. Shadow Fest with Skrillex headlining. British. Okay, so some of this stuff. Crossing the veil. Here we go. It's time when the veil between our world and the spirit world is at its thinnest. And I think I listened to a podcast about Halloween. Oh, here it is about freaking fairies and stuff. Let's see. The cattle were brought back, and we got the cedar nut toothpaste. The Sailman. Thanks for playing that. Cedar nut toothpaste. Get some of that stuff. Clean your teeth off. Hashtag sponsored. Let's see. All right. Where was I at here? I wanted to talk about some of these freaky fairies. So the cattle were brought down from the summer pastures. The livestock were slaughtered. Special bonfires were lit. They had protective and cleansing powers. Let's see. It was seen as a liminal time when the spirits or fairies, could come more easily come in contact with our world. Fires and later candles were lit to mimic the sun and hold back the dark of the oncoming winter. Oh no! Dead and departed relatives played a central role in the tradition, as the connection between the living and the dead was believed stronger at Samhain. There was a chance to communicate. Souls of the deceased were thought to return to their homes.
What is that letter there? What is that letter there? What is that? What is that?
Wow.
What is that?
Thanks, Sailman, for following that clip. That's a good clip there. Our friend Harry Hubbard. What was that letter there? What was that? So they had all these feasts. Anyways, history of Halloween is what we're talking about. And it's talking about fairies and stuff. So this here podcast that I listened to is about all kinds of folklore, and she was talking about Halloween, Samhain. It's talking about how these fairies, they were afraid that the fairies would come and would steal you away and take you down to hell, take you to the demons. That's what those fairies would do, because the space between the dark and the light world was so thin, the fairies could capture you. So they had to take their jack-o'-lanterns and ward off any of these freaky fairies that would come and take you to hell. And then when the Catholics, Christianity adopted it, they turned it more into that your ancestors who were in purgatory, instead of being taken to hell, they could be taken back out of hell. The fairies can take me. Your dead relatives can come out of purgatory on All Hallows Eve. Isn't that cool? If you pray hard enough, it will happen, I think. I have a link about that. I got links to everything here. What is this one? Extra, thinking out loud, talking to meself. The Mummers, the old pair of tights. It seems that globalization has reduced the world to McDonald's, Burger King, Starbucks, and Dunkin' Donuts, and we may have lost traditions that made each country unique in its customs. One such custom is the Mummers. Hello? A very Celtic custom. I forgot this song has a stupid telephone ring in it. Let me get some other spooky sounds in here. I'll just make it a hellscape of sounds. One such custom is the mummers, a very Celtic custom, an ancient one too. Associate it with Halloween. Sometimes it's on New Year's Day. Let's see through post. The first time I heard the phrase trick or treat was while watching Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. You can watch that movie, it's pretty good. We did not trick or treat on Halloween in Ireland. Not back in the 70s or 80s. It wouldn't make sense to say trick or treat. Anyway, as no one gave sweets candy to the children standing in the dark at the threshold of the front door. We didn't wear costumes that reflected major social events of the year almost past, and we didn't buy masks until the 80s. This guy, I guess, is from Ireland. Talking about Halloween over there in the 80s. Let's see. Did not go trick-or-treating. We went on the mummers. Our masks were usually an old pair of tights pulled over our heads. Makeup applied grotesquely on top of that. We looked more like cross-dressing bank robbers, come to think of it. Okay. Or our old ragged clothes. We did wear masks. They were more likely made with newspaper, shaped over balloons. Okay, the mummers are a very traditional thing. And that's sort of like what we talk about when people are dressed up on Halloween. They received money and coins and all kinds of stuff. They received crypto coins when they went door to door. The image on the left is of a crow. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is a good song. Bum, 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 bum. Wouldn't it be great to see the return of the tradition of the mummers in Ireland? Say so. I think so, and I just kind of skipped all over this. I don't really remember what this is. It's all about the mummers. And then, of course, you got your Halloween turnip. And now we've talked a lot about gourds and stuff. Back in the day, though, they didn't use gourds. They didn't use pumpkins. They used turnips for the old jack-o'-lantern. That's kind of crazy. It's believed that the fairies lurked in the shadows. To distract these spirits from settling into houses and farms, people would carve rudimentary faces into large turnips and set the candles inside. That's kind of cool. We need to bring that back. Bring that back, the old turnip tradition. I think it's pretty hard to carve from what I've read, and maybe this thing will talk about it. The turnip lanterns, so they carry around the turnips with these little ropes attached to it. The lanterns would rest along the roadways next to the gates to both light the way for travelers and caution any passing fairies against invading. So on Halloween, you can have the cool stream in the background giving a little historical information about Halloween, or you can tell the kids, hey kids, back in the day they didn't do candy and the jack-o'-lanterns were made of turnips. Isn't that cool? And they'd be like, okay, can I have my Snickers please? And can I also have a Laffy Taffy while you're at it? It's always good to balance some of the fruity and the chocolatey candy together, 'cause you never know what people are into. Didn't take off until the 1800s there that pumpkins are native to North America. Ow! Ow! Carving turnips. That's a pumpkin being murdered. Ah! This is kind of distracting. Ah, it's kind of fun. Disney chilling, thrilling sounds of the haunted house. It's kind of fun. Let's see. Where were we at here? Pumpkins. They were native to North America. Don't know when the first one was carved. First mention... gourd snake. Ah! That's him. Dress up as a gourd snake for Halloween. Have some haunted gourd men stalking the yard, and they'll drag you to hell too. Watch out. Gourd hell. Let's see. 1866 reported a great sacrifice of pumpkins had been made that year for the Halloween celebration. Whoa, 1866, huh? Huh? During the Civil War, they would boil them up and use them for their pumpkin coffee. Let's see. It grew into a multi-million-dollar industry. That's right. Have you ever carved pumpkin turnips before? No. Hell no. Frog stacked at the gourd snake. Thanks for that. Stickers. Play some of these stickers. They're kind of fun. Should have put some spooky stickers. I guess that's about as close as you can get. So let's check out one of these bonfires from Samhain. Tucklaga Here's a little. Whoa. Toclaga. Tlaka. Halloween returns where it began. A hilltop in Meath, Ireland. Ireland. Whoa. That's pretty cool. This is some pagan stuff. We'll talk some more about some pagan stuff on another episode. There's a lot of interesting things to talk about. And this is one of them. Halloween.
Shout out your intentions for the fire.
Fire!
Love,
Cornholio. Fire. Beavis and Butthead. Fire. I love fire. Damn it. I love it. I like these decorations. Okay, we want to see the fire. Fire. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Here it is, the big fire of Samhain. It's pretty cool. Get one of these burning in your front yard on Halloween. That would get you in trouble with the local fire department. They would come to your house and put that thing out. I guess if you lived out in the country, you could do that. It'd be kind of freaky, though. Come on, kids. You want the candy? You're gonna have to get around this big, huge fire. And it could be a problematic thing, I guess. Burning these effigies in your front yard, you know. But this is all for Halloween and to keep the spirits out. There's nothing sinister here. Okay. Just for the record. Let's see. Freaky. Cool. That's the fire. And let's check this guy out. We love this guy. This is Ian from... I don't know why I put this in here, but... Because we love... Oh, no. Well, that was... Don't worry about that.
Why do I find this as the perfect stress relief after a long day? Really cool. If only they made this with the Terminator. That would be kind of cool looking. Happy Halloween, guys.
What's that? It's a special Halloween from Ian.
Why do I find this as the perfect
Ian
stress
K.
relief
himself.
after a long day? Really cool. If only
Really
they
cool.
made this with the Terminator. That would be kind of cool looking.
If it was the Terminator? Because he's a big skeleton guy. So, of course, the Catholics got to get in on it. We ask you humbly to help. It seems you use Catholic online a lot. That's great. No! It's a little awkward to ask, but we need your help. No! Get out of here. Just want to read about All Saints' Day. It's a solemn holiday, solemn holy day. All right, let's get more into some of the solemnity of it all. But if you want to read up on some of the history of the Catholic Church, it's extremely boring and don't even care about any of it. But that's kind of the real religious stuff that goes on in Halloween. But we want to get into some damn spooky stuff. Enough of this. Enough of this. Enough of all this history crap. Let's get into some freaky haunted houses.
Right.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is take you through a little walkthrough of a haunted house that we built.
Now, this isn't a real haunted house,
Used
okay?
a garage, built it all from scratch.
This is just
For
someone
amateurs, I don't think it's too bad. So
building it in their home.
I'll have to leave the lights on so you guys can see what's going on
Dressed up
here.
as Freddy.
But here we go. All right. So first, what we do is we enter in through here. These walls, just 2x4 frames with some mesh.
This
wrapped
is what it
around.
looks like with the lights
And,
on in the haunted house.
Some scenery here for effect. Turn the lights off. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll see.
It's kind
Yeah,
of
you can't see
weird.
nothing. Right here in front of you, we
Little
got
behind the
strings,
scenes of a haunted
when
house.
People go through that, touches their face, feels like spider webs. And we got some more right here.
8 spider webs.
And at the end, we got the big spider. Check this out.
Spider.
We got Freddy Krueger hanging there. Somebody stops to look at it. We've got a hole through the
goes
wall.
Freddy.
Somebody can reach out right there and grab them. All right. So we come around the corner here.
And I've been seeing
And as you can see, we've got a break
and
here.
I've been seeing online about this freaky haunted house where you get tortured or something. Some freaky guy gets you out there. You spend the thousands of dollars in this crazy haunted house, and you get like waterboarded or something. But these are not as sinister as that.
And this is where we've got
These are
a
just kind of
witch sitting.
fun. There's a
We've got
witch.
Cauldron there. And
You
we're
gotta
gonna
have your
light
cauldron.
that up with some glow sticks, make it look like a witch's brew. But once you stop and look at this, what you don't see is behind you there's an opening where somebody can reach through and grab you. And again, we got the mesh.
Don't touch
running
me.
there, so that guy will be invisible.
Be invisible.
Come through here.
Don't touch me.
Got some disgusting stuff here. Not
Ew,
quite done.
disgusting.
And put some fake
It's
intestines there.
bones.
You see, we got some brains.
It's
This is
human
all lit
remains.
with black light. I don't know about that guy. All right,
Disgusting.
and then right down here, you can't see it, but there's a hole for somebody to reach through and grab somebody's leg. So
This is very.
push through.
This is a very
and
grabby haunted house. I don't know. Is that a common
This is
thing?
gonna be our
Haunted houses?
glow-in-the-dark hallway.
Ooh.
This is the
glow in the
eyes,
dark.
even though they're pink and red and look messed up when they glow in the dark. It's
You don't really get the full effect of
imagine
this haunted
Scooby-Doo
house.
cartoon when it starts, the eyes that are shown.
Oh my gosh.
Static.
Can
Same
you imagine
effect.
being in a Scooby-Doo cartoon? Holy, that's maybe one of the scariest. That's maybe one of the scariest things I've ever seen. Scooby-Doo. Scoob.
We got some skulls hanging there. These all glow in the dark. There's going to be a guy with his face right here, and he's going to be wearing a mask that's glow in the dark. So you'll see that there. And then he's got a hole
cool.
for his arm so he can reach through
Okay.
at the same time.
So you can grope
We'll have
you.
another guy down here.
You're gonna want to make
wearing a
sure
mask,
that people working in your haunted house are not.
hovering face,
Make sure.
And then he
Okay.
can back
Just
up
make
here in
sure
this
they're
little
not
corner.
grabbing.
and they won't see him
You know.
when they're coming from this way.
Not sure about this whole grabbing
here.
house.
This is our cemetery
I don't know
area.
if that's a good idea.
We push through here.
Just get the chainsaw out. That's
Okay, pretty freaky.
freaky.
We got tombstones lining the area.
Got your tombstones. Let's
the
see
ghost
some other haunted houses. There
Today
you
on
go.
WSBTV.com, we're checking out Paranoia Haunted House in Roswell. Georgia Haunt Review
Roswell.
gives it 9 out of 10 stabs. Time now to give it our own stab.
9 out of 10 stabs.
This is our third year doing it. My partner Oliver and I, a few years ago, decided to do our own haunted house. We've been in the industry for about 10 years now, and it was just
haunted
time to do
house.
our own thing. So here we are 3 years later.
No! It has been so long since we had
This is a little tour through the haunted house. So let's see what's going on here. It's a freaky lady and
Oh, hi!
she's a little too excited. Something's up here. Something's not right in this house. Yeah, she's got a bloody. Wow! There's nasty water.
Well, do you? Come on!
It's the Joker. Frick. Oh no, what's she gonna do?
Do you want to be pretty just like us? Well, do you? Perfect!
God.
Tell me I'm right! You can't tell me! Tell me I'm right!
God. Got some self-esteem issues there. This is like Chernobyl. You seen that show? Ah! That's maracas. Stay clear of the door. This is a long video too. This is on the news. Wakey, wakey. What's going on? This is the haunted doctor's office. Oh no, he's alive. Okay. Here we go. Let's go in this next room. I hope nothing hope nothing scary is in here. Okay. Oh, crap. Alright. As long as you don't grab me and drag me through the haunted house. I don't care about that guy.
I think you're brave enough to come into my home, huh? Well, since you're already here,
What's going on
my
here?
favorite creation. Oh, yes.
Oh, Frankenstein.
Perfect. Now behold.
Whoa.
Action. Get him.
He's got the Dremel. Watch out. About to cut your ass. Scary.
Once you get inside, it's dark and it's creepy. We got sound effects going on and
creepy.
monsters that are hovering around me that come at you and scare you. And
see
so
any
you get a
monsters.
little bit of both. You get a lot of entertainment and a whole lot of scare.
A lot of scare.
I'm gonna be taking you to the subway tonight, but there's only one way
What?
to get there, and it's through this long, dark hallway with all of these highly combustible pipes. Follow
Oh
me.
no.
Your head down low and do not listen. Watch your head.
Watch your head. The pipes. This is scary. This is a hazard of the Occupational Safety Health Administration. That's real scary stuff. Never been to a haunted house. Me neither. Maybe I should go to one. I know there's a lot of jump scares and people jump out and wow. You can see the pictures. I know a couple of years ago there's all these pictures they would take of people in haunted houses and they're like jumping up and down and stuff. And they're kind of funny. Alright, what's going on in here? No, I don't. Not sure about this part.
We rely heavily
Okay.
on character-based themes. We don't do a lot of animatronics. We really like the live human element. And so we teach our characters to get into the people's uncomfortable zone. We go after them, we terrify them, we make them run, we make them cower in the corner, and we don't give up until they're crying.
Oh crap. Okay, we'll go to another one after this. See what this one is.
Right now.
She's the subway worker.
Get
Subway.
against the wall.
What?
Hold out your hands.
You want a $5 footlong? It's made of freaking worms.
So you've been on a subway. That means you died before, right?
Oh.
Right?
Sure.
What?
So I'm gonna have my assistant, Mrs. Whatever her name is, show you the way. Enjoy your destination ahead on your way to where.
Destination to heck. Okay, now I gotta see what's on the subway. Oh, God. There are no heroes. What? A spooky ghost from Mario. Oh, here's the spooky subway. This is kind of cool. Whoa. Whoa. That's kind of cool. We're on the subway. Wow. Man, that's pretty elaborate. It's the Paranoia Haunted House. I don't know where it is. It's in Georgia. Things to do around Atlanta, Georgia. Check it out. What's this one about here? Check out some other haunted house websites too.
When you come through my haunted attraction, you feel like you just walked through Halloween.
Ah,
In the
skulls.
past 47 years, I have built 57 haunted attractions. This is my 57th. It started
Blind
with a tombstone in my
scream.
front yard and a guillotine.
Whoa.
Saved my allowance money to buy a water pump to pump blood out of the neck of the victim in my guillotine, and I was like, 9 or 10 years
Guillotine.
old.
This guy's a radical Antifa or something. He's obsessed with his guillotine. That's how it starts, though. You get a tombstone
It's a
in your
great
front
thing
yard.
to
Next
be
thing
the
you know,
director of,
you got a
a
whole
creep show.
haunted house going. Ah,
We have the Swamp Shack.
Swamp
look
Shack.
into
Swamp
the
Shack.
voodoo rituals in New Orleans and the swamps, the bayous.
Swamp Shack.
It's not just scary, but it's creepy.
Scary. Maybe problematic too. Throw that in there for a
And then
descriptive
we have the
word.
Carnicus haunt this year. We
Carnicus.
just love the whole circus theme.
You're not here
It's
for games and
radicalized.
fun. You're here because your lives are done.
Carnicus is all about P.T. Hunter and his big top of terror.
Carnival theme. That is freaky.
His freak show.
Freak show.
So
Ah,
laugh
Bigfoot.
and scream and cry and shout. Because once
Bigfoot.
you're in, there's no way out.
People pee their pants. People have a great time.
People piss their
The screaming is the applause.
Their pants. It's freaking
I'll
awesome.
retire in this house. And then they can bury me and put me in a jar and stick me in my own oddities cabinet.
Oh my god. Okay, I think that would be illegal to do that. All right, let's see what some of these haunted houses are like here. We've got The Haunt, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Bigger, better, and more insane than ever. Top haunts. Voted one of the America's top haunted attractions. Vote for us your favorite haunted attraction 2019. West Michigan's premier haunted attraction for 18 years. I'm gonna reserve some tickets. $25. Hey, that's not too bad. You get the fast pass. Check it out, West Michigan. What are you in store for? The Haunt. Let's check out the TV spot. Wow! Wow! Sheesh. Wow. Dang. So this seems scary. If it played this kind of music, man, I would be scared. I don't like it. Creepy clowns. I can think of one creepy clown. He must be busy right now. He must be busy doing his haunted house thing. You got the Dark Manor, the Vox Sanatorium, Beasts. For years of dumping toxic sludge into the swamps behind the Immortus Mannequin Factory, something isn't quite right. Oh crap. Maybe there's some cryptids in there. These are some of the different kind of things going on in The Haunt, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Where's another one we got here? Of course, you got Haunted House Chicago. Where do you want to scream tonight? Hell's Gate Haunted House. You got Statesville Haunted Prison and the City of the Dead. There's all kinds of haunts. Can't get enough of these things. You could be going to a haunt every night of the week. That'd be kind of fun. I kind of want to go to one of these now. Days of the Living Dead. Chicago's top haunted houses. 5 days left till Halloween. Where do you want to scream tonight? Oh, let me get my scream here. Last weekend, 7 days left. It's Haunted House Chicago. They got some rewards. Best new haunted attraction. I do have some reviews, I think. Let's see, got another one here. Indie Scream Park. Be afraid. Be very afraid. One of the scariest haunts on Earth. The reviews are terrifying. Let's check out some of these reviews. One of the scariest haunts on Earth. Okay, we already read that one. Buy now. Grabbed, pulled, and thrown into hidden rooms. Okay, I don't want to be grabbed, but I guess that's part of it. You have to sort of sign a waiver. It's a freaking, and you have to sign a waiver. Indie Scream Park is what happens when the best minds in the haunted house industry come together in Indianapolis, Indiana. Indie Scream, the most terrifying haunted house. Voted #1, the best. Took my grandson, his girlfriend, and my granddaughter and her boyfriend. We had a great time. Great fun. Absolutely amazing. So fun. So much fun. I called ahead as a big rig driver. Here we go. Called ahead as the big rig driver. And they made room for me, and I had a blast. Bring your family, bring your friends. Scare for life. Bring your truck. It's our first year going. Very impressed. I want to see some, like, 1-star reviews. People love this. People love the Indie Scream Park. The actors were great. Second best haunted attraction. What? The Haunted Force is pretty neat. Super creepy. The indoor attractions were okay. Most of the thrills are surprises rather than truly terrifying, but still okay. It was fun. Let's see. We had a great time at the haunted house. It's definitely a fun experience, but by no means was it scary. Well, you want to go to the one where they dunk your head under water. Speaking of, Let's see.
Dunk your head in the hell toilet.
All right, we've got to get moving on this damn episode. I've got a bunch of other haunted houses. We don't have time to watch all of them. Haunted house walkthrough. Take a tour of the haunted house. Shatter Hauntsville. Let's check that one out. It's only 1 minute long. Halloween Innovations presents, in association with Scare Masters Productions. Seeing this Straight Jacket Studios. Oh crap! Hauntsville. Ah. Cell Block 13. Cleveland's best haunted house experience. Stop it. Psycho Manor. A speed run the haunted house. Can't scare me. You won't even see me, brother. I'll be zipping through this thing before you know it. Hauntsville. Wow.
Be afraid.
Be afraid. I'm scared. 2019, Hauntsville. Okay, what do we got next? Gilbert Haunted House. Okay. They're good. These are quick. These are 1 minute videos, but some of these, one of these accounts on here.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Gilbert Haunted.
Scary old man. He's talking about one of his props, but check out this account here if you want to see some more haunted house walkthroughs. Hollywood Haunter. You'll remember that one if you want to see some more. All right.
Picked up a new prop. This old
music's
man
too serious.
Animated prop. It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
Too.
Pretty
got him
scary.
in Spirit. It was like $35. Well worth the price. This guy's awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Check it out.
$35. That's scary.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm sure you guys call
Gilbert Haunted House. This is his yard. So you can do some of this stuff on your own. You don't have to have a whole haunted house. You don't have to charge $30 to get in. You can just do it in your front yard like this guy, Gilbert Haunted House. And we're going to look at some costumes as well. I like this music. This is good. This is better than what I picked out. We've also got some haunted foods and some other fun stuff. A few costumes. You got to check out the costumes. Oh, God. Let's see. Some people can take it over the line, though, with these decorations. But this is good. I like this. Let me just pay attention to this video for 1 second. Maybe make a funny joke off of it. It's looking dark. It's looking spooky. Some different shadow figures in here. It's pretty good. I mean, that is fun. You know, trick-or-treating, getting a little scare out of the kids as they walk to the door. It's harmless fun. You're not trying to grab anybody or do anything, invade anyone's space. You just have some of these little robots that light up and make sounds and stuff. Like this thing. Wow. Wow. Ha 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 ha. Scary. Some of these people, they'll take it over the line. Like this one.
The time now is 6:23. The Halloween decorations are out, but can you go too far? We got some letters from residents in West Springfield that said one neighbor did, so we went and spoke with him.
Taking it too far.
A gallows with a fake man hanging sits in the front yard on the corner of Sweet Fern Drive and Hemlock Hill Road in West Springfield.
I mean, it's Halloween, and you know what? A lot of people have decorations out, and some of it's a little creepier than others.
Chris Kingsbury has been a lifelong resident in the neighborhood. He decided to put up the Halloween decoration in one night, and it only cost him $10 to do so.
Put it up to celebrate Halloween. You know, it's
Not meant to be anything that's controversial, just something that's fun. I always grew up going to haunted houses when I was a kid.
When Kingsbury came back from vacation,
This is terrible.
he found a sign on his decoration and a letter imploring him to take it down. The owners say neighbors have
Take
nothing to
it
worry
down.
about, and everyone is welcome to come get some candy on Hallows Eve. Neighbors that
Nothing
didn't have
to
a
worry
problem
about.
with the decoration declined to go on camera, but said it's inappropriate for younger children.
I have 6 young grandchildren.
Okay, now this
And
guy gets
some
it.
of the programs they watch on TV is a heck of a lot worse than what they're going around seeing Halloween decorations.
I think that if
so
a,
he's
if
in
a parent, talks about it to their children, and
He's in
describes
favor
it,
of it.
It's not real.
We're not trying to upset anybody. We're not trying to offend anybody. We're just getting into our version of the Halloween spirit.
Kingsbury said he is thinking about putting up more decorations and will call the police if anyone is trespassing.
And you might end up in that freaking thing if you mess with this guy's decorations. And here, let's check out some of these simple DIY decorations ideas. Sometimes you don't want to go spend $30 on this crap. Don't look at that. Wow, God. It's just a couple DIY Halloween ideas. You might, last minute, you might want to put some of this together. So you can do a mummy and you can do some balloons. It's kind of spooky. Run to Walmart, Home Depot. Ah! That one seems pretty elaborate. It's kind of fun. And that one, I guess, is a spider, maybe? Can't really tell what's going on there. Get some spooky candles. Do it yourself. Save a little bit of money this year on a Hallows Eve. Wow. There's some pumpkins. And there's a spooky laboratory or something with skeletons and stuff. 25 DIY decorating tips for your home. Whoa, that one's pretty cool. I think I would do something like that if I was to do a decoration. Wow, that's a little weird. Was that made out of cheese? Cheese head. Wow. Okay, don't do ones like that. God. It's a little too real. Okay, stick with stuff like this where you got some caution tape, a little bit of spider webs, a few pumpkins. I mean, this is all in good fun. Maybe something like this, some of these spooky ghosts dancing around on the Samhain bonfire. And maybe get some, at the end of the night, once it's all said and done and you've passed out all the candy, you've kicked back, get yourself a bottle of great value red wine vinegar and take a swig and relax, because you did a great job on Halloween. Let's see some more of these decorations. This is a dead body decoration for under $1.
Hey guys, it's Rob here. I have another 20-cent decoration
20
idea
cents.
for your front yard.
Get a trash
I'm not
bag.
quite finished. I have to go grab some duct tape and put some bands on them. But basically, these are about 20 cents. The cost of a garbage bag, some old newspapers, and some duct tape.
That'll do it.
Basically,
That's about
just
all you
make
need.
tubes and you stuff them with newspaper to make the leg sections, and then same concept for his torso, and then
Tubes.
a band going across, a ball for the head.
Ball
You
for
tape
the
the
head.
head to the shoulder band, and then tape that to the waist tube, and then add 2 straps of tape on the sides, and then stuff those triangles with crumbled up paper.
Triangles? What
Attach
are
the
you
leg
talking about?
tube. Make
A lot
2
of tubes.
hot dog sized bunches of paper.
Put some-
wrap them into a block.
Put some freaking hot dogs in
them
there.
to
It'll
the
smell like a decomposing body. It's a
And
little
then,
pro tip for you.
All you
Halloween
gotta
tip.
do is just put bands of tape where you would want, and toss them outside in the yard.
Just
I plan
toss
on
them every
making
which
more.
way.
Probably Halloween I'll do a show, video to show exactly what all I
Do a
have
show.
outside.
I'm doing a show right now
2
about
garbage
Halloween.
bags, old newspaper, and
So
tape.
the kids will walk by and they'll see, Mommy, what is this? It's a big pile of trash. I don't know what this is. But you could get some other cool ones. At Trendy Halloween, they've got some cool decorations. Sponsored. Hashtag. Get some of these animated skeletons. Trendy Halloween. I've got this one too. This one's kind of cool. Stew brew witch with victim animated prop. Trendy Halloween.
Give your guest a hair-raising experience this Halloween by adding this menacing enchantress to your decorations. This animated prop features an 80-inch tall witch holding a small blonde-haired toddler by the feet with her black cauldron in front of her.
Wow.
The witch's costume includes a mottled brown and black dress with rope belt, a shredded gauze shawl, a creepy bone necklace, and a matching pointed
creepy.
hat. This animated prop also includes a 400-watt
Whoa.
fog machine and hose attachment. Once activated, the child will scream and flail about as the witch speaks one of 3 phrases. Her eyes will light up and her head and torso will turn from side to side as her mouth moves. Fog will pour out of her cauldron as the flame underneath flickers like smoldering coals. Plug in the UL power adapter into any standard outlet, then choose from one of 3 activation options to operate. Steady on, the included step here foot pad, or infrared
step
sensor.
here foot pad.
The infrared sensor works up to
and your
6.5
infrared
feet
sensor.
away and works in all lighting conditions.
Check it out.
See what happens when you wander into the woods alone? Let this be a lesson to you.
God.
And a meal for me.
It's going to have a built-in speaker and multiple robotic things going on. Wow! That's pretty scary. Maybe we can find it on, on Trendy Halloween. Let's see. Do we have it? Do we have Trendy Halloween? I don't think I do. But it's guaranteed that'll cost you a couple $100. I can tell you that right now. Let's see. But of course you got to get a costume. That's another thing. You can dress up for Halloween. It's a lot of fun. And so we're going to check out some costumes here. And this is pretty funny. This is HalloweenCostumes.com. And there's a Twitter guy on Twitter sharing some of these videos. This guy, old friend 99, shared some of these old people mask videos. They're kind of funny and weird. I can't really see it, but it's creepy. You could be an old woman. So it kind of shows you what the costume's like. Can be an old. Hello.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Recording.
$50. That was weird.
Hello?
Hello. That's one of the things about old people's. They want to answer the phone. They have some cool descriptions here on this website. Have you ever wanted to be the crotchety old cat lady down the road? The one who steals the Nerf footballs that fly into her yard from a mist-wide pass? Sure, she seems mean and stuffy. But you know what they say, you gotta walk a mile in someone's shoes before you can fully understand her. Well, if you want to really get to know her, then this old woman mask is the way to go. You can really get in her mindset by stealing all the Nerf footballs in the neighborhood. We don't suggest getting yourself a house full of cats. That seems like a bit too much. Just go and steal all the Nerf footballs. Or you can just wear this mask and as you jump scare your friends. What's a better prank than standing over your friend's bed with an old woman's face until he feels the creepy eyes waking him up? Just watch out for flying fists. So you can prank your friends with an old woman mask. Stand over their bed. You definitely definitely throw some hands on you. Oh, God. This one's sold out. This is the old man mask. God. Yep, that's what you do. licking his lips. Old man. Old man, look at my mask. Old man. Okay, now look at this. Look at this subscription. Look at this description. This is pretty great. All of these costumes have like at least 3 paragraphs of description. So we got to read this one. There are some things in life that simply can't be explained. And in a lot of cases, that's for the best. Why does chocolate taste so good combined with peanut butter? Why do certain pop songs drill their way into your head and play on a never-ending loop? Why is it so incredibly satisfying to sit down with a sheet of bubble wrap and just pop away? And why, oh why, is this mask so strangely creepy? I don't know. Maybe it's his freaky, weird, grotesque face and his, especially the hair. Look at that hair. It's weird. There really isn't anything so disturbing about the face itself. Well, I beg to differ. In fact, this guy looks like kind of a nice fellow. A bit goofy, maybe, but who among us isn't? Still, there's something about the combination of those wide jowls, those deep wrinkles, and that long, stringy hair that just gives us the willies. Well, yeah, I would say so. Those are all those descriptive things that I would kind of think would add up to something being pretty weird and scary. Maybe that's as much on us as it is on him. Wow, this is really insightful, really deep stuff on this description. But somehow we suspect we're not alone in finding this dude deeply weird. But hey, sometimes creepy isn't exactly the point. Next time you feel like squicking out your closest friends? What? Like squicking out your closest friends? I never heard that. Pull on this latex mask with mod acrylic fiber hair. From the lifelike wrinkles to the oversized ears to the fully movable mouth, you'll give them plenty to talk about when they try to figure out just why exactly they're so unsettled. Well, if you're gonna, I can think of maybe why it's so unsettling, and just check out the video here. Why is this so weird and unsettling? Anyway, this is pretty good. Halloween costumes. It's weird. You guys, the Mad Hatter. You could be the Mad Hatter. This one's not as weird. It does give you an idea of what the costume looks like. So when you want to get a costume, you can go online, and now they have videos showing you what it'll be like. So you can get the deluxe adult Mad Hatter costume. $50. God, look at this. I'm not going to read all this, but this is funny. The Mad Hatter is most like to refer to him as a talented designer who spent one too many late nights in his shop working around the Mercury. Though the Queen may have accused him of killing time for trying to sing for her birthday, the Hatter still retains his unique brand of charm that makes him a character to root for no matter the occasion. Huh? So who wouldn't want to have tea with this loony guy? Look at this guy. He's got some crazy disease from too much mercury on his hat. Let's see. Then we got the Macho Man. Let's see what's... It'll be the Macho Man. This is the official branded costume. Oh, yeah. Isn't that his famous phrase?
Oh, yeah!
You get the beard, you get the hair, everything.
Oh, yeah!
Not bad. Not bad for the price. Not too bad. Look! Oh. So if you're a fan of screaming and looking amazing, and I know I am, I'm a fan of screaming. If you're a fan of screaming and looking amazing, you can hook yourself up with this plus-size Macho Man Randy Savage costume. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah!
We're talking bright colors on a sleeveless pullover top and pants with easy-fit elastic waist. Let's see. The felt cowboy hat has leopard print and offers the perfect match to his perfect storm of matching colors. Now, whenever anyone asks you, as if they'd need to, who are you? You can grin and say, a baseball player. Obviously. Funny. So, just go through all these and read some of these descriptions on the costumes. It's pretty funny. All right, what we got next? I wanted to look at some weird Halloween food also. So we did costumes, we did some decorations. Just scrolling through here. We're going to end the show with a special video. Can't wait to revisit this one, but let's see. We're going to do a little bit of some food, a couple recipes. Let's see. Let's do... This one's kind of fun.
Word day is paprika. Paprika.
What?
A lot of people put that on their deviled eggs. I got to show you something special here tonight. My wife made some deviled eggs up. We don't put paprika on those. We use Old Bay instead, and of course horseradish in the
like that old man
egg
mask.
filling. Like them a little spicy, but my wife did
It's a spicy deviled egg.
Halloween theme.
Oh yeah, there we go.
The deviled eggs today. Yeah, she did an incredible job. Turn them green, use some olives, green and black, and that's about it. And made this creation. I'm really proud of her. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's so good. So staying with the theme. We decided
Spider
to
eggs.
grill something tonight along the same lines.
Check this
Since
out.
it's
This is
Halloween.
creepy as
Just
hell.
like the other night, we're going to go with the Halloween theme, and we're doing a zombie meatloaf tonight. Seen this done before? This is my take on it. This is a zombie meatloaf. 2 pound meatloaf. Got it doctored up with some green pepper, red pepper.
Oh my god.
Cheese,
The dog hates it too.
onions on the headline there, a little ketchup for some blood, that going on there. This is zombie meatloaf.
Zombie meatloaf.
It's going to be good. It's
gonna be good.
I'm going to see how this thing, I'm looking forward to see how this thing cooks. Because I think if it gets well done, it's going to look better. So if it does, maybe I'll post a couple pictures of that later on.
It better
See
cook
tomorrow.
through.
Paprika.
One of the spookiest things of all is if you get some damn salmonella poisoning for eating undercooked meat. So if you're going to make the zombie meatloaf, we're going to look at a recipe for that here in a second.
My name is Victoria Pike. I love to eat and cook, but I'm busy just like you. So I came up with those extremely easy, budget-friendly, healthy and flavorful recipes with twist that will definitely excite you. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's get started.
Ready. Let's check out this Halloween recipe. Easy recipes.
This recipe is called alien potatoes. Everybody
It's alien
remembers the best horror
potatoes.
movie of 20th century. My huge inspiration for this recipe. Ingredients for alien potatoes are
Alien
ketchup,
potatoes.
russet
Ketchup.
potatoes that I've baked for hour or so on 375 Fahrenheit, 200 centigrade in oven, and vampire teeth. That
Vampire
I bought
teeth.
pack of 8 for $1.
This is alien potatoes.
I make them in 2 ways. First, cut the potato to 2 halves. Spread the ketchup.
Just showing
on
you
the
how to
very
make some
motion,
spooky
and
Halloween
put
food.
The cheese and the other half on top. Second way is cut a hole in the middle of the potato, fill it with the ketchup, and
Fill
go a
it
little
with ketchup.
overboard, and then stick the vampire teeth. To make a
Vampire
grown-up
teeth in
version
there.
of this recipe, add my little twist.
Ooh.
Add a pinch of hot paprika and 2 tablespoons
Ooh,
of
paprika.
vodka into the ketchup.
Yeah.
It makes it alien Bloody Mary potato.
Alien Bloody Mary potato.
So have a healthy, tasty, and spooky
Mmm.
Halloween. Cheers, Victoria.
That's pretty good. Easy recipes with a twist. I want to see some of these zombie meatloaf. That's pretty much just meatloaf. Meat load. Oh, God. That one's a little overdone. It's hard to see the full picture here, but you get the idea. That one's pretty good. Bah! Freaky. You want your Halloween zombie meatloaf. A better shot to show the rats. What? You want lots of juice and liquid and stuff in your zombie meatloaf. Kind of a soup. A soupy zombie soup. Oh, God. Some of these zombie meatloafs are freaky looking. Wow. It's hard. Can't really see the whole picture here for some reason, but you get the idea. Zombie meatloaf. Oh, God. Looks disgusting. I'm sorry to say. It is scary, though, so maybe that's part of it. When you see one of these things, you're not sure if you're going to get a stomach illness if you eat one. Jeez Louise. It's extra scary. And really not able to see the full picture here, but these are pretty good. Those are good. I like this one. It's got potatoes and peas, and that one turned out pretty good. Some of these other ones didn't quite turn out so well. But it is a zombie, so it is supposed to be kind of effed up looking. Kind of freaky looking. Zombie meatloaf. Check it out. I did kind of like these. I might have to make these. Let's see. Some witches' hats. That's kind of cool. Use a Hershey Kiss and a little cookie underneath, and you can make a little witch hat and bring that to your Halloween party this week. See, it's kind of cool. It's one of these the cookies, the fudge cookie on the bottom. You know, flip it upside down, stick a Hershey on top. You don't even have to make anything. You just stick the witch hat on there. It's kind of cool. We can make some witch's brew. Freeze a hand and put it in some water and some dry ice and get the spooky smoke going, like this one. And dig in with your ladle and get your witch's brew drink going. What the hell is this? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird doing a Halloween episode. Can you believe that? Let's see. What do we got next? Okay, got a couple things here to finish out the show. I wanted to see some old commercials. I love old commercials. I've got a couple here. This is fun. Make Halloween fun.
Make Halloween fun with one-stop shopping at Woolworth or Woolco for your
Woolworth.
Halloween needs. Costumes from $1.83.
Look at these old costumes. Those are
like
cool.
$6 Million Man, Bionic
$6 Million
Woman,
Man.
Superheroes, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, and a new favorite for
Wow.
girls, Holly Hoppy.
Oh my God.
You can get wrapped candies of every kind.
Now, this is definitely, again, get this thing. It's definitely going to come alive, and it's definitely going to haunt you for the rest of your life. Look at the hollowed, I guess, oh wait, this is a costume. Okay. Still pretty freaky. Holly Hobby, I'm going to come and kill
You can
you.
get wrapped candies of every kind. Bubblegum, lollipops, fun-sized
Bubblegum.
candy bars. Get this Halloween record
Oh,
sounds to make
yeah.
you shiver just
I was
$1.89.
just listening to that one.
Make Halloween fun and easy.
Make
just
Halloween
one
great
stop
again.
at Woolworth or Woolco.
And I liked this commercial too. This is the old Blockbuster commercial.
This Halloween, Blockbuster Video has a special treat for your whole family.
Get some. Wow! Those are my top 3 scariest things of all time. I was just talking about my top 3. We're talking about some of your favorite scary stuff of all time. You got Halloween, Rosemary's Baby, freaky stuff, Friday the 13th, Scooby-Doo. What? Some of these $7.99. Oh crap! I mean, bring home that Halloween, bring home the Scooby-Doo, and let the frights begin. The frights and the terror. And these are kind of cool. This is maybe one of my favorite Halloween things. I love these. Guys remember? Not Cops. Cops are pretty scary. Monsters of the Gridiron. Remember these?
Thing about Coca-Cola's Monsters of the Gridiron is time is running out. Since millions have played, there are fewer monster packs available. Grab one and play Monsters of the Gridiron today.
That's not all, folks.
Even if you've already played, keep playing. You can still win Super Bowl tickets and other great
Super Bowl
prizes.
tickets.
Because with Coca-Cola, you're always in the game. Always Coca-Cola.
Whoa, spooky Coca-Cola. I love these Monsters of the Gridiron. You remember these? Talk about a throwback, and don't like this music anymore. Here we go. Monsters of the Gridiron. I loved these when I was a kid. I was obsessed with the different monsters and some of the stuff they did on the gridiron. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Wow. So it was different football guys dressed up on these cards, dressed up as spooky, scary characters. This guy was Eric the Red. Let me go back to some of this music. These are so cool. Tarantula. This guy was the Tarantula. Look at that. He was all dressed up in this crazy costume. And you could collect these cards from Coca-Cola Monsters of the Gridiron. Cornelius Bennett is the Big Bear. I don't really know any of these players, but I thought their costumes were cool. And that's just the logo. I guess the Panthers were a new team back in the day. Chris Zorich was Zorro. That's good. But he was on the Bears, so he could have been I liked this guy too. Big Daddy. He's like kind of the weird Frankenstein guy. This guy, Eric Turner. Bad Bone from the Browns. He's a junkyard dog. That one's cool. And this is my favorite one. That was a big Cowboys head back in the day. I even, for Halloween, probably around this time of year, back in the year of 1994, I dressed up as a Cowboys football player. I think I don't know if I had this card specifically, but the Emmitt Smith, the Lone Star Sheriff. He's kind of a robotic sheriff guy. I loved that one. The Bandit. This one was good too. Chillin'. And there's another one. There's all kinds of other ones. Ghost. There's a mummy guy. Scarecrow. Remember that one's freaky. Oh, this one's good. The Missile. I guess he's a fast. Marshall Falk. One of the fastest guys going. And there's just another logo. The Monsters of the Gridiron. This one's good too. The Renegade Raider. That's pretty cool. That one's good too. Cobra. All these are good. Oh yeah. Runaway Train. That was one of my favorite ones. Monsters of the Gridiron. And another throwback from talking about Throwback Thursday since it's on Halloween. Do you remember the horror VHS board game Nightmare? Wow! I'm the gatekeeper. For most horror fans, hit by the bug at a very young age. There's nothing more than I loved being scared. 1991, the board game Nightmare. You put a VHS tape into the TV and you started playing the game. And I remember this. I remember my neighbor came over and had this game, and this scared the crap out of me because I think we turned all the lights off. And I don't remember even playing the game at all, but I was able to find someone just ripped the whole VHS tape of the Nightmare board game. And so I guess you put the tape on. Okay, so I had to
release you from the black hole. And we are about to play a new game. It's called Havoc.
Wow. So you'd have to fast forward, I think, at the different time periods, and he would say stuff to you. Fast forward to 25. I think that's what it was. Maybe I'll have to double check. You just have the VHS tape in. Fast forward to this time marker, and he'll say something to you. And we're just going to wait till he pops up.
Whose turn is it now? Answer me.
Wow.
I'd bet you'd like a key. I also bet you cannot roll your number to receive one.
Wow.
Go on. Roll the dice.
Roll the dice.
What number did you roll?
Lucky number
Is that
7.
your number, little maggot?
Nah.
If it's your number, I'm going to give you a key. If it's not, you're banished!
Wow. Going to kill you. So that's the nightmare game. Let's see, what else does it say? What are the rules of this game? The game is set in a place known as the Other Side. This place has 6 harbingers, each of whom has authority over a province. To play the game, each player adopts the persona of one of the harbingers. Jovadan the werewolf, Helen the poltergeist, Khufu the mummy, Baron Samedi the zombie, Andy Chantrain the witch, and Elizabeth Bathory the vampire. The final character in the game is the gatekeeper, whose job is to ensure that the characters do not escape from the other side. The game requires 3 to 6 players who attempt to collect the keys while trying to beat the clock included on the video cassette. You have to beat the clock. The time is running out.
Dog! Whose turn is next? Answer me! It's your turn, all right.
All right.
You're playing me.
Bah.
Roll the dice.
Bah.
What number did you roll?
It says the players.
This is my number.
Is my number. It says that the players prior to beginning the game, the players are required to write their greatest fear on individual slips of paper. The game is won by collecting 6 special keys before making it to the center of the game board, where the player draws a fear. If that player draws someone else's fear, the tape is stopped and that player is declared the winner. If no one is able to accomplish this within 60 minutes, the gatekeeper is declared the winner. Gatekeepers seem to be speaking to you. Let's check out the commercial.
Nightmare, the game hosted by a video.
Wow, it's hosted.
To win, you must.
It's hosted by a video.
The video board game Nightmare. The gatekeeper talks to you.
Whose turn is it next?
And you must answer him.
Answer me!
Aw.
Yes, my gatekeeper. Go for it!
That's my gatekeeper.
A race against time for 3 to 6 very game players.
Let's party!
Let's party. So you got to win this game in an hour, or else you're done. You're done. So that's pretty cool. I would like to play that sometime. You can check. You can look it up on YouTube. You got your video right there. So I guess that's what it is. The video just kind of runs until the end. So maybe you don't have to fast forward. I thought it was like a choose your own adventure type thing. All right. So one of the spookiest things of all, of course, you know it, you love it. That is none other than
dunk your head in the hell toilet.
The hell toilet. Our old friend Weird Ryan. We're going to end the show by watching him flushing the toilet,
What's going on, guys?
a pumpkin down the toilet.
This is the world's largest toilet, and today we got a pumpkin.
The special festive Halloween-themed Weird Ryan hell toilet video with a pumpkin.
All right, I'm going to carve the pumpkin. We're going to put the guts inside the toilet. Then we're going to flush it out. Let's do it.
Yeah. Man, just gotta cut open the pumpkin first and dump the head and dump the guts in the hell toilet.
This is really hard.
Okay, you might need a different knife, bud. Bum, 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 bum. This is the hell toilet. Weird Ryan. We featured him on the slime episode, and he's back. He's been doing all kinds of videos. I haven't forgot to really pay attention to what he had going on. We're still not sure if this is a horny thing or what, but he puts things in the gigantic toilet, and then he gets in the toilet. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. And then he flushes it. He doesn't really. He's sort of. It doesn't actually flush. It has some sort of pump. He's gonna carve the whole damn thing, and this is not. This is not what they did back in the day in Ireland, Samhain. They didn't have any big giant toilets back then. Whoa. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-bum-bum-ba-bum.
Alright, I'm getting inside.
Oh, crap. Pumpkin guts. Get in that hell toilet, you freak.
Dunk your head in the hell toilet.
And this is unsettling.
So let's take the guts out.
I hate that. I hate that weird beat that he's got. Okay. You can't just dump the guts out, dude. Come on, you gotta scrape it. Get all those guts out. Get in the toilet, too, for some reason. Anyway, this is Weird Ryan and his giant toilet.
You like this pumpkin?
Scary. God.
Let's flush it.
Let's flush it. It doesn't really flush. They just suck all the water out. Balls, the pumpkin guts, all the seeds. The seed.
See if this big piece goes down.
Get all that crap down in there.
Oh.
Oh, gross. Nasty. Nasty. Alright. Anyway, that's Weird Ryan and his giant toilet. A special Halloween-themed video from him flushing pumpkin guts down the toilet.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you want to see next. And yeah, that's about it.
And tap that bell icon too. Alright. Well, it's been a lot of fun doing the show today. Thanks everybody for watching. Go out there and buy the old man mask for $60. And yeah. So, it's been a lot of fun. We did the show. Everything's good. Hope everyone liked it. Hope everyone has a happy Halloween. I'm going to get everything set up here to go to do the big credits sequence, as I always do. And I think we're going to raid. We're going to raid a special channel. You know him, you love him. And you can watch that. You can go about your day, finish your chores, but it's a lot of fun doing the Halloween episode today. We'll be back next week to do another episode. It will no longer be spooky month, so we'll think of some other stuff we can do. It's going to be pretty fun. So stick around. If you want to check out this stream here, let me just figure out how to type it in here. /raid. And you know this guy, he's streaming right now. We're going to do the thing he'd love to do some raiding. We'll be back next week. And I'll roll the credits if you want to check that out too. And we'll see you next time on the Cool Stream. Thanks everybody. Bye-bye.
Whose turn is next? Answer me!